Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer and this is video number 2 using the Cocoa Daisy Halloween specialty kit. So if you want to see how I'm going to incorporate a couple of these items into my coil bound 7x9 planner, keep watching. So I did take this acetate and this little broom. It's on a cardboard that says my wings are in for repair. So today I'm riding my broom and I want to make some dashboards and bookmarks for my Erin Condren planner. So just as a little bit of background, I do usually just use the Erin Condren planner, the Erin Condren ruler in my planner, but I decided to jazz it up a little bit for October. So the first thing that I'm going to do is punch this to use as a bookmark for my month view. I'm gonna use this Rubicoil that I got on Amazon. I will link it for you. Just as a heads up, it's pretty expensive, but I had used it when I had an Etsy shop selling stencils, and I haven't looked, but I'm guessing that there are punches made for a standard coil that are more compact and aren't so industrial heavy duty. But this is what I'm gonna use to punch everything for my planner. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick that in. It might be kind of hard since it's so, I don't wanna lose it in there. Oh, I wanna make sure. A washi hack to the rescue. So I'm just gonna attach some washi there so I can pull it back out of the machine. Get that in as far as I can. Now, that was a fail. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this the old-fashioned way without this big machine, and how to kind of fix a mistake like that if you make. Okay, so first I'm going to fix this by cutting off where it semi-punched the edge. Then I'm going to take this existing dashboard that I already have and line the edge of both of those up and use some clips here to hold this in place. And then this is I think it's a 1/8 Fiskars hole punch. So it's a little bit smaller than the standard 1/4 inch. But all you're gonna do is, this should be small enough that you can line that up with the existing holes on the dashboard and just keep punching through all of those. And then next up, you're going to take some scissors and just cut slits from the edge all the way up to those holes. And now the moment of truth. You should just be able to use your scissors or ink pen or something small where you can push all of those into the spaces between the coil. Now, I would say this will be very cumbersome if this was something that you wanted to move around a lot. If it was something that I would be taking out of this planner frequently, then I would have laminated this piece first. But since I'm going to just be leaving it in for the entire month, and I just have that little piece sticking up here to get to my month view, I am not going to worry about reinforcing it with any sort of lamination. So that should stick on my coil for me to find my month view pretty quickly. Now we're going to move on to a notes dashboard. So I love this owl acetate, and I'm going to make it into a dashboard that I can write on with permanent marker and make notes and meal plans and that sort of thing. So first up, let's talk lamination. I use a Scotch laminator from Walmart. It was like 20 bucks, and you can get lamination sheets from Walmart as well that are like 3 mil. I went ahead and picked up this 10 mil off of Amazon. I'll link it for you guys in the description below. It's just a little bit heavier duty and makes things last a little bit longer. And it feels just a little bit more luxurious in my opinion, so more professional. So first I'm just gonna put this in my lamination sheet, and I'll go ahead and run this through the laminator, and I'll be right back. So this is fresh out of the laminator. I did run it through twice just to make sure everything's sealed, and I am gonna trim the edges down, and this side that I'm gonna punch for the coil, I'm gonna leave, you know, that 1/8 or so of lamination without trimming so that I have room for the punch. I've had this specific paper cutter for quite a while. It's a guillotine style paper cutter, and it's from Swingline, and I'll link that for you guys as well. And then just to finish up and give it a nice finished look, I'm going to use my Crop-A-Dile corner chopper. I got this from a scrapbooking store, but I'll see if I can find it on Amazon. It has a 1/4 inch round and a 1/2 inch round. I prefer the 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to go through and round all of my corners. Now I'm going to punch it for the coil, and I could use the method that I just showed you with my single hole punch, but just to save time, and I know this one won't get lost in the machine, I'm going to use my Rubicoil. And part of the reason I like this machine is that it has no issue going through even really thick material like 10 mil lamination. Next, I'm going to use my scissors and cut those slits in all of the holes. And I'm going to use this as a weekly dashboard, so I'll go ahead and turn to next week and go ahead and pop that on the coil. This one should pop on, since it's a heavy lamination, a little bit easier than just the bookmark did. That was just paper. Sometimes those are kind of pesky. Have to push them in a little bit. I like to write on my laminated pieces with just a fine point, ultra fine point Sharpie marker. And I think what I'm gonna do is list out the meal plan for this week. And I really like that this is see-through. I think that that's really pretty. It's gorgeous. So you could use this for whatever notes that you wanted, just scribble notes down throughout the week, things you need to do, errands, meal planning, all of those things. You could definitely just stick sticky notes to this if you didn't want to worry about having to erase. I will tell you that if you just take an alcohol soaked paper towel, you can just wipe it off. Or if you have an Expo dry erase marker, you can just scribble over all of the permanent marker writing and wipe it off and it'll come right up. So that is how I'm using the acetate from the Halloween kit in my 7x9 coil planner, and how I'm using that little bookmark just because it's cute. So hope that gave you guys some ideas on how you could create things for your 7x9 coil planners or other sized coil planners. All of the spacing for a traditional coil is typically the same. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys back next time.